Good morning from Tokyo. It is currently 3 a.m. It is still really dark. Everybody, for the most part, is still asleep. But I'm not, because I'm going to try and go watch the tuna auctions. They only let 120 people in every day, so definitely wanted to make sure I get in line early so I don't miss my opportunity. Not the only people who woke up this early. And we have to wait for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Welcome to fish market today. Thank you for coming. I'm a tuna dealer here. I'd like to use my elastic time to explain about tuna auction. My name is, I'm Kosei. Kosei.
Kosei.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. K-O-S-E-I, Kosei. Just remember Kosei. About 1,000 tuna lined up at the auction hall, refrigerated fresh and frozen tuna to both. They are separate into two groups at the auction hall. You can watch just frozen bluefin tuna. I assess the shape first. Tuna shape. Not thin, but not too thick. Moderately shape is better. I focus on some good shaped tuna. Then I dig the flesh from the tail with a hook. And I take out the flesh from the tail a little bit. And I break the flesh in my finger. And I assess fat content. It needs just feeling and experience to assess. Then I take the flashlight and I evaluate the shade, tuna color. Bright red color is better. A bell rings to announce the start of the auction. And immediately the shouts of the auctioneer fill the air. We bidders use hand signals to show the price. They are willing to pay per kilogram, 1 kilogram, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1,500, 2,500, 3,500, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, etc. And as soon as highest bid is determined, and then the auctioneer moves on to the next fish. The whole process is over in just a few seconds. That's faster than computer.
We're inside of the auction hall. They're not going to start for about 15 more minutes, so we just get to watch for now. First one did not go for very much, it looks like. The buyers hold up with their hands to indicate the number, like that represents how much they're going to pay. The walk back is very hazardous because of all of these carts driving around. Leaving TSUKIJI Fish Market now. What a crazy, incredible experience. I'm exhausted, so I think I'm gonna go back to my capsule hotel and try and get a few hours of rest.
3 hours later.
Alright, so brought my bags to my hotel that I'll be staying at for the rest of my time in Tokyo. It's about 11 a.m. Slept a little bit longer than I wanted to at the capsule hotel, but that's the way it goes. Got lucky and my hotel room was already ready, so I took a few minutes, got changed, showered, and now we're gonna head off and explore Tokyo, see what it has to offer. First stop is going to be Akihabara, which is like a neighborhood that's supposed to be really high tech and like the epitome of Japanese consumerist anime electronic. First stop for today is this absolutely giant behemoth of a store. That's Yodobashi Akiba camera store. Okay, time for camera store part 2. This one is Bic camera. Right, it's way too loud to talk in there, but that is Pachinko Parlor, which is basically this like Japanese pseudo gambling pinball type game. This is like a novelty store called Don Quixote, like the Miguel de Cervantes character. It's kind of just like full of as much inventory as you could possibly imagine. Yes, the 5th floor is entirely an arcade. A lot of music games up here too. Alright, now I'm in a store called Mandarake, which is basically to cater towards like Japanese love for collecting things, especially pop culture related. So this floor looks like entirely comic books and manga. Here are a ton of vintage video games like here we've got a lot of collectible figurines and stuff. Found the Star Wars guys. Oh, look at Captain America jacket. So cool. I'm here at a soba noodle restaurant. Basically just cold noodles. Alright, so I ordered just the plain cold soba noodles with a few pieces of tempura. Looks really good. And so after you're done eating all the noodles, they bring over this box of hot water and pour it in the dipping sauce, and now it's a soup. Alright, just finished with my excellent soba lunch. Alright, next stop we're going off to Tokyo's Imperial Palace. Gotta take the subway to get there. Alright, here at the entrance to the Imperial Garden. So this giant wood structure is the base of a tower that would have been built during the Tokugawa shogunate, like under Tokugawa Ieyasu. So the trees in this garden are all supposed to represent one of Japan's prefectures. This garden actually reminds me a lot of the Cranbrook Oriental Gardens. Alright, I'm walking towards the Imperial Palace Garden exit. Definitely some really cool gardens. Really awesome, especially the section with the nice flowering trees. Really disappointing though that you can't enter the actual Imperial Palace ground itself, except on part of a guided tour, which only happens at special times. Alright, I'm here now at the entrance to the Meiji Shrine. It is a shrine dedicated in honor of the Emperor Meiji of the Meiji Restoration and his wife, the Empress. Alright, I'm here now outside of Harajuku Station, which is like a neighborhood in Tokyo that's supposed to be home to a lot of really trendy and alternative fashion brands and shops, things like that. You know, like the Gap. Asia's obsession with Garrett's Chicago popcorn never ceases to amaze me. So this is a Daiso store, and basically everything in here is like 100 yen. It's like $1. Honestly, kind of underwhelmed by Harajuku. Like, not that much cool fashion I saw, and a lot of people just looked kind of really weird. This is like a pretty famous place for gyoza dumplings in Harajuku. Alright, after a bit of a wait, the gyoza are finally ready. Look nice and golden. A couple of different sauces to choose from as well. I'm hungry, let's dig in. Alright, some absolutely delicious gyoza from that restaurant. Now it's already really dark, but not too late, but I'm really tired. Woke up 3 a.m. today to go see those tuna get purchased. So that's the end of today's vlog.